Hey, good-looking dudes! And welcome back to our Metroid Dread playthrough.
Nice.
Oh, excuse me. So, I kind of fucked up at the very end of that last video. I got so lost in the sauce and conversation that I completely neglected this portion here where I was supposed to raise the water levels once again to actually progress to a different part of... what the fuck is it called? Dairon. I still don't know the area names too well just yet. So, yeah, that's my fault. I'll hold that L for right now, but we're right on the backtrack here once again, and yeah, I almost went into this video on the wrong track, and I had to go back and like recheck everything to see what the hell I was doing wrong.
Yeah, Cam, what the heck, dude? I thought you were the Samus master, dude.
This game's like a month old, dude.
Yeah. Oh, excuses, dude.
Come on, man. Cut me a little bit of slack here.
No.
I'm still trying to figure out the game.
Oh, man.
But oh man, that took us right to another freaking monorail.
Nice.
So this is where we're supposed to go. And
You think Nintendo World's gonna have a monorail that looks like that?
Nintendo's like the richest company in Japan. I would be surprised if they didn't have a monorail.
No, aren't they making like a theme park?
Well, not the richest company. Did I say in the world?
I feel like they should have like some smooth jazz playing in the background here.
Did I say the richest company in the world?
What?
Did I say the richest company in the world?
Well, they basically are.
Well, they're the richest company in Japan.
No, but I mean like, you know how they have like a theme park now? Is that even open yet?
The one in Japan
Yeah.
is. They're still working on the one over here in the U.S.
They're making one in the U.S.
Yep.
See, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're gonna merge with Disney and be an evil entertainment corporation.
Oh, I think they're already trying to compete with Disney right now. That's where the whole idea for a theme park even came from in the first place.
They could totally handle that.
I mean, with all the money and assets they have and fans that don't seem to question their wrongdoings as much as they should, I mean, why not, right? It's not like Nintendo fans don't totally suck their dick and think that they're everything good that embodies every single positive video game company ever. Am I right?
Well, every company's got fanboys.
Yeah. Some more than others,
Yeah,
though.
well, Nintendo's huge, though. So, like, the amount of fanboys for Nintendo is, like, huge. Because, like, you know...
A big difference I noticed with Nintendo fanboys is that they're so sheltered. A lot of them only play Nintendo-based games, and they don't have, like, the curiosity to try out other franchises. And I used to be like that at one point.
Yeah. I mean,
And then oh my god, I just got outplayed.
look, that Bionicle could swim, dude.
Yeah, fuck, man. Damn.
My thing is, well, that makes sense. Well, Nintendo, they can do that because, like, it's so expensive to get a console. Like, people are spending, like, what, $250 for a Switch or something like that?
It's like $300, and then
$300?
and then the OLED model's $350.
And then the games are $60 each. Like, after you spend so much money, and if that's your only console, like, no wonder you only play Nintendo.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with that mindset, because it's like, you might as well just stick with what's safe, right?
No, well...
You might as well stick with something you know you're going to love.
Yeah. I mean,
And that's probably the mentality for a lot of them, really. Is that, like, why should I play something I may not like when I can just go and play something I know I'll like?
Nintendo does make some good games still. I do feel like they kind of... They definitely, like, could make a little bit better with the amount of money they had. But they have to make it at least a little worse than they can do so that the sequel can actually get better ratings. They have to do that.
Like Breath of the Wild 2, for example.
Yeah, like, like, I think a good example is, like, you know, there's a lot of people who ask for Ultimate, and they gave you a lot for Ultimate, but the next Smash game, they're totally gonna have, like, Waluigi and shit, and all the people that people want.
Yeah. It's like, as long as they
have to give you a reason to buy them.
Oh!
When a game's like 60
Oh,
gold,
shit.
Right? Dude. He's coming for you. He's there.
Oh my god, no!
Why don't you go invisible?
I can't, because, see, if they already spot you when you're invisible... I mean, when they already spot you, your Phantom Cloak ability doesn't work anymore. Oh, shit! I got the timing! Let's go!
Yo!
I can't even use the stupid Phantom Cloak underwater. Shit.
Run, dude.
Well, not underwater, but... No, not the Phantom Cloak. The fucking phase shift or whatever the hell it's called.
What the fuck?
Oh! Get... Oh my god. Okay. Okay, so...
I have a question for you, Ken. Oh, wait, I'll wait till you're done with this shit. This shit looks intense. This shit's making my mind, like, juggle.
Oh.
Ken? Oh. He's still coming?
Yeah.
Shit, dude.
I think you gravely underestimate the ability of these fucking EMMIs.
Bionicles, dude. Did you used to have the Bionicles when you were a kid?
I think I only owned like maybe one or two of them. It wasn't it wasn't something I was super big into, but my cousin was, and I remember we used to find these Bionicles for cheap at the flea markets or like thrift stores we'd go to.
I went to the actual Lego store, like shop in Chicago, and like they actually built Legos over there. I bought me a Bionicle there for my brother when he was like 6, and he ate it.
I think you were telling me your brother ate it, but you didn't exactly tell us about like you actually going to.
You know, this one was this like 2004, yeah, and like.
Oh, so you were like what, 8?
Yeah, I was on a chorus trip for my choir that was in, like, the city choir, Pensacola Children's Chorus.
Oh, that brings me back. I used to be part of a church choir, too, at one point.
It wasn't a church choir, but it was definitely, like, I got to play at, like, the Sanger Theater, which is a big theater here and stuff like that.
It's a choir at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like, yeah. Anyways, I went over there, and I spent $35, which back then was, like, what was that, 2004, 2005? So, like, it'd probably be $40-$50 now.
It would not surprise me if Bionicles were worth more now, because I've heard like a lot of discontinued sets from Lego usually tend to run for higher prices.
Yeah.
Like I know one of their more expensive like sets actually happened to be the SpongeBob Legos, and that was because Nick themselves only had the licensing rights for SpongeBob for a very short period of time. Probably only really a few months, and by the time it got discontinued, they were forced to throw them all out, and the products themselves ended up being like one of the priciest Lego valuables you can get a hold of these days.
That's crazy. You know, the thing is now, you know, kids play with Legos now, but not really. Like, I mean,
kids don't even really play with toys much.
I mean, they'll like the new Lego is Minecraft. I think everyone knows that.
Oh, we got the best speed running tool in the game. Let's go.
Dang. He looks like a freaking Dragon Ball Z character.
Speed running is so fucking cool in this game. I don't like how the mid-air controls work compared to the GBA titles. I feel like they're kind of clunky. But otherwise, it's kind of a big improvement from the speed booster from other games. For the sole fact that you can wall jump and still keep your speed booster going. And you can create, and that fact alone opens this game up for a lot of sequence breaking and speed running tactics.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you have more control over when it starts. Kind of similar in the vein of Super Metroid, where you had to hold a button before you can start it. It's kind of the same deal here, but that same button isn't really reflective of your dashing or walking or whatever.
Yeah.
So, yeah. The speed booster or buster or flasher, or whatever you want to call it, it's pretty kick-ass in this game. It's pretty freaking awesome. But what were you were going to say something?
I don't know, man. I'm thinking about your secret meatball recipe.
Oh, okay. So in one of our Puyo Puyo recording sessions or whatever, Oh shit, I fucked that up. And one of our Puyo recording sessions or whatever, I didn't bring note of this then, but I'll do it now. Basically what happened is
Well,
that...
let me tell the story. Okay, so it was a beautiful night, and I just ate food, so I never tried the meatballs. And he had this funky meatball smell when I came in here that reeked of barbecue sauce and like jelly.
And I ate it during one of the Puyo
He
things
ate
too.
it during a Let's Play. That kind of made me upset. I hope y'all didn't hear him chewing it. But he got up. Can I tell this part of the story, man?
I don't care.
Alright, cool. So basically, he got up, and it was when I was just singing during the Puyo. And he was like talking proud about his meatball recipe. And then he got up and he started throwing up.
And he didn't know about this until after I told him after the fact, so...
I wish you did it loud enough. Do you know how funny that would have been for our audience if they just heard you talk about, like, yeah, man, I made some sick meatballs, and then you were
I mean, I
up.
still stand by the fact that they tasted good, but I feel like it's less the meatballs and more just the way my body reacts to certain things now. Like, I don't take glucose super well like I used to, for sure. Maybe that's just a consequence of me getting older or whatever, but sometimes you have to make sacrifices in the stuff you eat as you get older, and dude, that's kind of just the unfortunate truth.
You know, I can't, like I told you, like I can't, dairy makes me run, you know what I mean, like red meat, and that's kind of my fault. The red meat is like, I don't think my family really ate much red meat. They ate seafood, so when I digest red meat, like really rich red meat, I get sick. I mean, that's how it is.
And I mean, it can happen to anybody, really. I mean, my sister's lactose intolerant, so...
Yeah, that stinks, dude. I mean, I'll still eat ice cream when I feel like challenging my body.
Well, can't resist a good old helping of ice cream. I can tell you that. Especially where... if you live in the town that we do, and you have an old-fashioned Hershey's ice cream store nearby, and they have
really eat Hershey ice cream.
They have amazing ice cream. Holy shit! So
I never really
No,
I never really got it. It was too expensive for me, like for my family. That is.
Oh,
it's like fancy ice cream. You get me?
Yeah, no, I get you.
It is expensive. I mean, I feel, isn't it pricier than Baskin Robbins?
I think it's probably a little bit cheaper, actually. Like, I'm talking about the store that you actually get them from, not like
ice cream.
It's literally a Hershey's ice cream
like
store.
there's one by Perdido that you're talking about.
The one close to where that Popeyes is.
The one by the Floribama?
I wouldn't say the Floribama, but it's like over there on 9 Mile, like after the seafood market. The seafood platter, I mean.
Yeah. I'm never on that part of that road.
Well, I used to be.
The seafood platter is good, though. I mean, like, you know, I didn't realize how much, you know, fried mullet is a delicacy over here. Like, it's just a way.
It's one of those things you can't take for granted in general, but if you live around here, you kind of do. And
like, people call it trash food here.
Yeah.
Like, they do. They call fried mullet trash food here, but you go up north, man, they're like, oh, man, fried mullet, that's some fancy.
And, I mean, typically you don't want to eat mullet from up there, because the further away from the coastline you are, the worse that seafood tastes. Right. And by a significant margin, no less.
I mean, that's just how it is.
Why do you think Japan really loves its seafood?
I had no idea how valuable living by the water is for seafood until I moved around. Because I lived off the Gulf of Mexico my whole life, dude.
I mean, I sort of did. I used to be from, like, north... oh, whoa. Something just broke there. Oh, shit. Cool. I used to live in northeast Florida, and if I wanted to go fishing, we'd go to Swanee, and that was kind of how I got my seafood delicacies, was by going to this one local place, and it changed my view on that kind of food forever.
Have you ever gone to a Swanee Music Festival? Over on the campground over there?
I think, like, once. I know sometimes we used to go there for, like,
especially, like, their bluegrass and folk festivals are lit, dude. Like, you just sit, you literally get a tent, you put a tent out, and then you just jam music, and then you go out and play music, and then you go out and watch music for 3 days.
We used to go there for like the 4th of July stuff, and they had some pretty killer fireworks.
Yeah, it's beautiful over there. The campground's over there.
Mm-hmm. You can get a lot of nice condos over there.
Really? Hey, dudes, if y'all get us enough money, we'll get a good-looking dude's cabin over in Swanee, and we go invite all y'all to come. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Bob.
dude. Don't y'all wanna share a Swanee cabin with DPW and
Gaming Nomad.
yeah, gaming nomad. Why? Where'd you come up with that? A nomad?
I've dealt with some pretty difficult things, and last year, personal things I don't want to get into.
No, but like the word nomad.
I was just kind of looking up terminology that best fit my description.
You know, you could be gaming monad though with an M. That's like spirituality, philosophical things.
I could, but I don't think I don't
Lights.
think a lot of people will get that either.
I mean, anyone who's read the work from Lights would know.
Yeah, but that seems like a very specific niche audience.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even know what the hell a monad was until you told me.
Did that episode ever make it to the air? Or should I go back into that?
I mean, did we do it during a Metroid video? Or
I don't remember, dude. What? Okay, guys. Time for philosophy lessons with DPW.
No, I think we did talk about it.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty positive.
Are you sure? Do you know what a spirit monad is?
I think you were talking about that.
What's a spirit monad, Ken? You're a spirit monad, Ken. Anything that has a conscience that makes choices is a spirit monad. Do you know who the supreme monad is?
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. You can talk about it.
Yeah, alright. Well, yeah, we're the spirit monads. We make conscious decisions, and it affects the future of this planet. That's why we're called spirit monads. But above us, we're the second phase of monad, by the way. There's one monad more powerful than us. It's the supreme monad, dude. The supreme monad is literally God. And, you know, the dude who wrote this, Lights, I think that's his name, Lights. He was the French dude who helped write the Constitution. Like, he was very Christian, so he's thinking of Christian God.
Okay.
He was very Christian. But, and below that is, again, like I said last time, I forgot the other two monads. If you guys know it, tell us in the comments. But the one below us is animals like dogs, because they can't make choices. They're very instinctual, and they follow the cycle of life.
And that's because, like, we've breeded them for centuries to behave that way.
No. It's not even that. It's just animals. Like, armadillos.
You never heard of that? Like, being breeded that way?
No. But what I'm saying is, that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, like, I know about that. But I mean, like, armadillos would be a good example. Caterpillars, they're in that realm too. They just do things because they do them naturally, basically. You get what I'm saying?
By the way, I hate to interrupt
they
you.
They can't make a conscious. No, don't interrupt me yet. Plants are below that, and we all interact in a physical realm, but we do not communicate in a spiritual realm with each other. You cannot make a plant emotional, but you can pull it out and kill it.
Right. I do want to mention that we're coming to a big plot exposition dump here in a moment, so...
Godzilla, dude?
And I do recommend that you pay attention.
Okay, so... Alright, so Egyptians. What's the name of the bird dude from the Egyptians?
His name is Ravenbeak.
No, not that one. The one...
Oh, the race?
No, remember there was like a king bird?
The one we fought at the beginning?
No, an ancient Egyptian mythology.
Oh.
I'm looking.
I know there's a term. There's a term for that, but I can't recall it off the top of my head.
It's a dude. He's a god. I'm gonna look up right now. Bird god, Egypt.
Pegasus? No, not that. That's something else.
Horus.
Okay, I like this
Horus.
because, like, even though she actually runs into the first Chozo she's probably seen in forever, the first reaction Samus has to doing this is that she immediately goes into self-defense mode, even after having her life saved. And it's only now that she actually drops her guard.
Dude.
Good environmental storytelling, gentlemen.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, a lot of the events...
That's totally Horus, dude. Let me read the definition of Horus, okay?
A lot of the events that tied in from the previous Metroid games, they're all going to kind of start to make sense here.
Alright, guys. Horus. He's the falcon-headed god, is a familiar ancient Egyptian god. He has become one of the most commonly used symbols of Egypt, seen on Egyptian airplanes and on hotels, restaurants throughout the land. Horus is the son of Osiris and Isis, the divine child of the Holy Family Triad.
And they mentioned that there's different tribes of Chozo, too. Which is why some are more violent than others, and others, you know, like Quiet Robe here, are more interested in maintaining peace.
Yeah.
Because the Metroids here were not only designed to take care of the X parasites over on SR388.
This is really, like Horus, the really cool about him as an Egyptian god is he's the god of war and god of the sky.
And it's kind of reflective of Ravenbeak here, isn't it?
Yeah, that's literally...
Because he wanted to use the Metroids as a bioweapon.
No, yeah, that's literally what I'm saying. Like, he was a symbol of war. Did you ever notice that?
Yeah, he mentions here that the Thoha actually do have the ability to keep the Metroids under control, and that's why the Mawkins don't really quite have that ability to do so, as he's explaining here.
He's a good-looking dude.
And it's a good way of showing that there's different sides of the Chozo than just the singular ones we know of. It's why there's different races on each planet we go to that we hear about. And it's like, you hear this and it's like, oh shit, that makes a lot more sense now. I'm glad they actually put a little bit more context into this.
So is Samus a human?
She's a human with Chozo blood DNA.
Oh,
Because her parents were killed by Ridley, and she was taken in by the Chozo, but in order to survive and have the gymnastics to survive on their planet...
Did they, like, inject it into her? Or
yeah,
they injected
it into her.
Oh, cool, dude.
And there's a little bit more to that story, actually, on the topic of that, but just we'll continue playing the game, and the game will eventually flesh that out.
Yeah. For sure.
I think this is probably the most contextual-heavy plot that the Metroid series has actually given us for the Chozo. Like, I don't even think we've ever actually seen a live Chozo up until now,
dude,
now that I think about it.
He is the god of the sky. Look, he's got an arrow pointing up on his head. You see it?
I can see it.
No, look, it's an arrow on his head.
There's probably
look
a lot of...
That's totally
There's got to be a lot of religious symbolism here that I'm not quite catching.
And not only that, like, that's kind of cool. This is like ancient Egypt crossed with the movie Alien, dude. Like,
you got to see the ruins in the other games then.
Really?
They're very Egyptian-esque.
Yeah. Is there one where she goes through, like, the pyramid, dude?
I mean...
What's his name? What?
The one line in this whole game that Samus speaks, and she speaks it in Chozo, that's fucking brilliant. It's such a good way of her paying homage to the Chozo people who have helped her grow up and become the person that she is.
So she was raised by birds.
And of that tribe that dude is part of, no less.
You know, honestly, had you eaten worms before?
Why?
Why? No, you can. Like, my grandpa used to make, and it's kind of a redneck thing, but it's like a worm cake. Let me look up what the name is. Where it's like worms mashed together. Worm cake. Let me show you, dude. I used to eat this for Thanksgiving. Part of it. Where is it?
Fuck.
Am I really that gross?
I've never heard of somebody unironically eating worms, though.
No, you can eat worms. It's actually really good. It tastes good, dude.
Damn, the hitbox is huge. Ah, damn it. I gotta adapt to these fuckers again. Nah, the extent of using worms I've ever had any practical use for was just using them as bait, because we used to buy live bait from, like, Fisher shops or whatever back in the day. Yeah. We're not gonna watch this again. Okay.
Why not, dude? I don't see it. Eating real worms. Let's see.
These things are tricky motherfuckers, too. You really can't afford to get hurt by them. But the beautiful thing about this is that once you kind of get down their pattern, you can kind of trick their AI and make it easier to get around their movement.
Yeah. No, it's a thing. People do eat worms. I'm not crazy.
I mean, in third world countries, I can see that maybe. I just didn't think we ever did something like that.
No, dude, it's a thing. Like, he used to, like, have it mashed in with something, and it was shaped like a cake, and you could cut it open like a cake.
Okay. Sure.
You're just like...
I don't know why I would want to do that.
What if I make you... Honestly, that would be a great video. If I get his recipe, I cook it for you, and I bring it, we film you eating it, Ken.
Why would I want to willingly eat worms, though?
For our subscribers, Ken. Think of the subscribers, man.
Oh, totally.
Think about how much they'll love for us to eat worms.
Okay. Sure.
If I told you there was a Let's Play channel where the homies were eating cakes made out of worms, would you check them out?
Maybe out of them doing it as a joke, but not like... Okay.
Yeah, dude, we're gonna do it.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Do you guys, But yeah, I mean, most people use it for fishing. I use it for fishing, too.
I kind of want that missile expansion just because that's one that's got 10 and not 2 on it.
Dude, live bait is so much better than that rubber shit.
Well, yeah, that's kind of a given.
Yeah. You know, it's kind of hard to get it on the hook, though, where it still squiggles where you hit the nerve right.
And if I fail this next attempt, I'm just going to skip it. I've already done this one time or twice before. I'm not gonna bother with it again.
Is it annoying?
It's just another one of those tricky speed booster puzzles, and quite frankly, it's not like we're going after 100% anyway, so it's whatever. And I've already got 75 missiles, so we're okay. But I do want a good number for the final boss at the very least. As the final boss is hard, if I haven't already mentioned that by now.
Welcome to hard times. You ever heard of that country guy, dude? Charlie Crockett.
Charlie Crockett.
Yeah, he's like a new guy. And, you know, he's really good. And if it makes a difference, which it really doesn't, the thing is he's half black.
Okay, so he knows both
and
sides.
But he sings like old honky tonk, like almost like Hank Williams-esque.
Okay, sounds like something I'd like then.
Yeah, he's really cool. Me and my ex, actually, we took a trip up to Phoenix to see her. Phoenix, Alabama, which is about a 6-hour drive. And what was crazy is that the ticket said that the show was on Friday, and we got there and the stadium was actually shut down.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, like, it was supposed to be the next day. So I have to spend all night in Phoenix. That, honestly, I was kind of scared, because, like, I went through this park, and it was, like, dark. And Phoenix, if you don't know, it's a really dangerous town. Like, they say when you walk outside in Phoenix, Alabama, you have a 1 in 20 chance of getting mugged.
Damn.
Every time you walk outside.
I think we should continue this conversation in the next video.
Oh, really?
So, next time on Metroid Dread, we're gonna head to the area that, Quiet Robe laid out for us.
Yeah.
And, we're gonna go kick some ass. So, see you guys then.
Like, comment, subscribe. I love all of you.
Mwah.